Hi, I'm Shobhan. I'm a faculty here at Purdue University's UX design program. This semester, I'm leading a course called UX Capstone for the grad students. I have 11 of them with me right now, and they're working on all kinds of things. Some of them are working on reducing performance anxiety for musicians. One of them is working on reducing screen addiction. Someone's trying to make it easier for people who are working with Fantasy Premier League, if you all have heard about it, but just make it more fun to play. And some are even just working on making basic things like time zone conversion less boring. We're about a month in. We've all started our projects, figured out what we want to work on. We know the topics we're playing with. We've done some research. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with. Let's hear what they want to talk about.
Hello everyone, I'm Aditya. So there are apps that suggest you new music based on the music you have already listened to. There are apps that write emails for you based on your previous email conversations. Or there are apps that suggest you new locations based on your previous visits. Almost all the apps that we use have a very good understanding of us as users, but not our to-do list. I believe to-dos for very long have been just a simple app where you have text and manual scheduling of date and time. But I think to-dos need to be more context aware about the user and humans. So that is what I'm trying to solve in this project. I'm trying to make to-dos more context aware, in which they have an understanding of how and when humans actually work, which will eventually make it more supportive and naturally integrate into humans' lives.
Hi, I'm Bree. So approximately 1,000 students are members of PBO, which is the Purdue Bands and Orchestras, and all of which need to go through a audition of some sort to be placed into an ensemble, whether that be concert bands or an orchestra or a athletic pep band. All of them need to go through this process. And with this process comes performance anxiety. So my goal is to create a mobile app of some sort to not only help students with their music aspect, but with the stress reduction aspect when performing their auditions, whether that be live performance in front of a director or recording themselves.
Hello, my name is Karina. I'm currently working on a project to redesign the web browser experience. Browser users currently deal with this issue of contextual blindness, which is the loss of focus and memory around juggling different tabs and constantly switching between different tasks. This can cause cognitive overload, decreased productivity, and memory problems about where your attention lies during the browser experience. My design aims to solve this by creating an organized workspace in a distraction-limited environment where tabs are grouped by tasks and reflection prompts are given to provide more context to the user.
82% of Fantasy Premier League managers rely on Reddit for their research, but they're drowning in data. I am building an AI strategist that synthesizes thousands of these community insights into one single tailored game plan. We're moving on from hours of endless scrolling to one streamlined elite decision, cutting through the noise and gaining that competitive edge.
Hi guys, I'm Mustafa, and I'm going to walk you through a situation that I know you've been through. Imagine this. You're working really hard, but you pick up your phone for just 1 second, and suddenly you've lost 15 minutes of your time. When you do get back to work, it's really hard for you because your brain is in such a fog. This isn't your fault. Social media hacks your brain using something called dopamine spikes. While we can't solve the scrolling, what we can fix is getting back to work after you do so. I'm building audio bridges, which is something that's going to make getting back to work after social media easier for you to do.
Hi, I'm Sejal, and last week I actually had an interview and the HR asked me, would you be available next week, Wednesday, 4 p.m. London time? I was lost, and I feel a lot of us do get lost in this moment. In fact, poor time management can cost businesses over $2.1 billion every year. So my question is, how can I transform mundane everyday utility like time zone conversions into a fun, intuitive, and more human experience? So when the next time you have to ask what time is it for me, you don't feel a spike of panic.
Hi, I'm Tanya. And if you're the type of person who keeps buying things over and over again and clutters up your space and struggles with money a bunch and keeps falling into those cycles, I'm designing an intervention to hopefully help you not do that as much.
Something we're really paying attention to this term, though, is making stuff that works. We don't want to just make a proposal in Figma or give a prototype. We want to make something that really works, that we can give in someone's hand and they can take it for a spin. So I'm really excited to see what they come up with.